Let's go ahead and submit a flight plan. So it's going to be KEUL. Tiger 187, thank you for following. And then this will be 0 ID2. Yeah, I was just saying I was interrupting the VOD. So it's not like one can... Because if I choose to upload to YouTube, it's not like one continuous, 5-hour thing. And I don't know how to use YouTube to break up VODs, It was an intentional mini rip. Alright, so... Wait, I didn't want it to be IFR. It always goes to IFR automatically. Got that. Alright. And... Engine 1 is experiencing vapor lock. Okay. Hakan, thanks for following. Hey, Nightmare Frame, how's it going? Alright, let's connect to PilotEdge.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Yes, we are connected. Ripped again? Sure hope not. Imagine like the pit you'd feel in your stomach if you accelerated that fast downward. Set mixture to cutoff. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay. All right, so let's hope we don't have any other failures along this flight today. Sure. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it... Because the message disappeared, so maybe it'll start normally. Maybe the vapor lock had disappeared. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. It was like a short stint of vapor lock, guys. It was self curing. Hey, Crooner, how's it going? Yeah, I was watching your stream earlier, man. It was nice setup you got going on there. The guys at Jetline are great, so I'm sure you've spoken with Greg, Ken, Paul. All those guys are really cool. Like, I tell everybody, it's like, how do you like them? It's like, oh man, they're totally support the product, and then after they answer your question, they'll sit there and shoot the shit for like an hour on the phone with you, just about flying flight sims. That's really cool. So, like, for anybody that doesn't want to deal with building their own computer, Jetline is a really good way to go. They have like a couple of models that they have sort of pre-set up, but they'll customize it any way you want it. Doodads, absolutely. Plenty of switches, lights, and knobs to play with, Striker. All right. So we're going to put in here initially 7,500. And yeah, we don't want to descend at 500 feet per minute to 7,500. It just wouldn't work. So let's estimate that. That's the usual trim setting. And we're still going to use 3.0. I found my flight plan. I connected to the network. It does say the departure and destination in the flight window, upper right corner, the information above, so I know that it is in the system, which means it will register. So that's cool. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, John pulls in a huge amount of people when he streams, absolutely. And so yeah, when you get a host from him, it's kind of nice. You get all those people checking out your stuff. All right. I'm going to rewind the time of day a little bit because I don't intend to arrive there at night and not find a damn thing. Nice. Are they both the same specs, or is one set up differently than the other? So 3.0 is right pattern traffic, so we'll do, I think, a right down departure. Check out the chart one more time. Let's see. Done with that. We'll come back to that later. I guess I had it open in two areas. We'll kill that one. Alright. So, let's see what this says. Weather station. Oh, I say. Whenever these weather stations don't report cloud ceilings, they have like an open pink circle. But the visibility should be decent there because we have a huge dew point spread. 31 down at -3. And nothing else reporting weather along the way. Oh, that's giving us some VFR, so that's good. Alright, cool. Use computers. Byte 34300, thank you very much for following. 34,300 or 34300. Gotcha. Alright, crew, thanks for following, man. Alright, yeah, so we're going to take off, do like a right downwind. And we're going to see this highway headed toward Boise. We'll, actually, taking off up this way and right downwind will give us a little bit more time to get to 7,000 basically to avoid their airspace. At which point we should be able to see this river. We'll start following that up. And then we'll be following this road and river into the hills. And Samuel Denion, thanks for following. Yeah. What's the size of the displays that you had? Okay. Alright, so that's our basic plan. We still have the approach control frequency in the standby, so we'll go back over to them. And we'll pick up flight following. Alright. Cool. I think we're all good. So we're already up at 2,400 elevation. So we'll have to climb 5,000, essentially. Alright. And I don't see anybody coming that way. We just did a little bit of a exorcism head spin the other way around, so nobody's coming down that way. Very good. Caldwell traffic, green and white Bonanza 576 Tampa. I was departing VFR 30 right downwind departure. taxi later earlier as usual. Nice. Yeah, I have a 40-inch 4K and I love it. It's so clear. It's like looking out a window. Knots. Too raw. Thanks for following. We do have a positive rate. I don't think we have any more usable runway at this point. So gears coming up. Yeah, I was using a Mac forever. 27-inch iMac, which I still use day to day, but then last summer I bought myself this machine and it's been treating me well. Well, actually I did have some glitches that drove me nuts for a while, but so far everything's been really solid. So, but the guys at Jetline would, help me through the whole thing and replace my CPU and all that. So it's cool. Caldwell traffic, Greenway Bonanza 576 Tampa. I was turning right crosswind 30. Caldwell. Hey Jim 93, whatever the rest of the number was. Thank you very much for following. Alright, I think we're above their traffic pattern altitude at this point anyway. Yeah, I'm very happy with the performance. And I got it dialed in the way I like it for sure. I'm glad that you guys are liking the appearance of it. Definitely nice to be able to deliver some cool visuals. It's always fun to look out the window and see something representative of real life, if possible. And with this photo scenery that we have now, it's just outstanding. Swing this heading bug around. Okay, so the congested city area is off to our right and out in front. And we want to keep that climb going. Actually, let me get to 107. I did, yeah, I have all my settings posted below the video window. I linked the, I did link the video card settings. I do intend, and I think I might have linked my OBS settings. Although I did make a video on how I set up my OBS. If you look, Torbinator97 on YouTube. I did make a video on there on the different settings, because that's what was driving me nuts with OBS. You go to a lot of helpful videos out there that would show you different settings, but then sometimes it say, and then you put this to this setting. But nobody ever really explained, well, if I change it, what would it do? And some of that stuff I still don't even know. So OBS has always been one of the, even their manual that they publish as a work in progress doesn't have full explanations as to what each function does. That I don't understand. How the heck does the people that make the software do not, in their manual, have like detailed explanations. Like, okay, if you change it to this is how it'll affect your broadcast. If you change it to this is how it'll affect your broadcast. This is why you should. This is why you shouldn't. I mean, come on. Aside from the fact that it's free, I would think if you're going to put the technical capability to switch something, you would explain, well, okay, what does it do, you know? So, so I was experimenting myself. Okay, let me shut this off. Let me turn this on. And of course, sometimes that required you to stop the stream and start it again. So I felt bad the day I was doing it, because people that were following me, I think a couple people that I talked to on the side were just like, yeah, I got like 30 emails that afternoon that you were starting your stream. Sorry, dude. Just trying to improve it. Oh, look at those mountains out there. Alright, so I think this is the highway we're supposed to be following. Let's see, it's heading about 090. And, that heading bug over there. So anyway, after I learned a few things, I did make a video, but I'm probably going to update it again. Batman Flexin', thanks for following. And let's do that. And that. And we'll do a little heading, autopilot. I think Boise's right out here. I think that's the airport. So, but we just exceeded 6,900, so I'm pretty confident we didn't bust any airspaces. Oh. Let's switch over to comms.
TWA 519 right, heading 040.
Yeah, that makes sense, Mermos, right? It's like they know how it works, and somebody will get around to writing how it actually does work. But then if they're more into building on it, then... Okay. One off. Cleaning it out a little bit. And switching the fuel tanks. And starting our time. Okay. Okay, it's
Charlie, Golf, Coquille, Oscar, Aspen Tower 5x5. Can you hear this transmission?
yeah, how are these hills in real life, Mermos?
Roger.
It's gotta be cool flying in and out of this airport with these hills in the view.
United 59, turn left, heading 040, join the Phoenix. 006, radial outbound, resume the Solo 4 departure.
Salt Lake Center, Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo VFR 7,500.
November 576, Tango Bravo, Salt Lake Center, stay request.
Yeah, November 576 Tango Bravo is a type Bonanza VFR. Would like following if possible to Flying Joseph. We are currently about 4 miles to the west of Boise.
November 576, Tango Bravo, squawk 3422 ident.
3422 ident 576 Tango Bravo. Okay, oh, and ident, of course, ident. Bing, there we go. Alright, so there's the airport. Let's stay off to the right just a little bit so we could look down at it.
November 6, Tango Bravo, radar contact. What is the identifier of your destination?
The identifier is 0 India Delta 2.
Bonanza 6, Tango Bravo, roger. Resume on navigation and maintain VFR.
Okay, we'll remain VFR on navigation. November 5, 7, 16 Bravo.
Delta 209er, clear to the Kilo Tango Victor Lima Airport. Pass filed. Maintain 6,000. Expect
Mermos, take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping
5
by.
minutes after departure.
And have a good flight. See you next
Departure
time.
will be this frequency, squawk 2745, halt for release.
Actually, Carenado, you'd probably be interested in following Mermos. He flies real life, obviously, and he streams occasionally, and his streams are always really interesting.
Delta 209, are we correct? And get
real world
hold
stuff.
for release and call me ready for departure this frequency.
Last he had been streaming, actually, he was doing a lot of 7, that was the Aerowinks 744 simulator, which was really neat.
United 589, connect Albuquerque Center 128.45.
At least Boise Airport was lined up. That one down there isn't. Oh, one of your real-life training flights, Nightmare? That's cool. You got like a little GoPro action. Stick it to the window or the panel.
United 589, Albuquerque Center, roger.
Oh, okay. Oh, got you. Okay, got you. When you said you're gonna record your flight, that's what I was thinking, like videotape it, you know. Videotape, even though like nobody uses the videotape VHS anymore. All right, so here's our body of water that's taking us up into the hills. Let's just confirm that. So yeah, runways kind of just shoot right into it almost. So we're gonna follow that up. 10,400, 4,500 elevation of that airport, and 5,500. Let's see, up 7,200. We'll
Delta
definitely
209,
be
wrong
climbing
departure.
higher.
Release for departure now. Clearance void if not off in 4 minutes. If not off for 4 minutes, advise this frequency
So
no
eventually we're
later
going to be
than
cruising
7
somewhere
minutes
in the
of your intentions. Frequency change approved.
9,500 range, possibly. Hey, the Surgic, how's it going? I appreciate the enthusiasm there. Yeah, everything's going good, man. Just do a little general aviation flight, some alphabet challenge in the Western US expansion. Ah, you're doing a multi-engine. Cool. Did you do the CFI or you went the multi-engine route first? Or are you doing it with the commercial? So PilotEdge basically has 2 coverage packages. They do the LA, the CLA, and then they have what they call the expansion coverage area, which is basically the whole western half of the United States almost. Okay, cool. Then you could do your CFI, double I, and MEI if you want to. Do all like 3 of them in a row, I guess. Alright, so far so good. We can see the water pretty well. So I'm going to put us on a heading of about... Yeah, we'll just keep it around 050. can sort of keep that this river out to the side. Straight ahead we can see that. Should work pretty well for now. And verify that that is the approximate heading we should be maintaining at, like 040. We don't want to get baited by like one of these little rivers turning up that way. Let's switch this to Salt Lake so we can zoom in on it more. Okay. So we're entering the Ararock Reservoir.
TWA 5, intercept the Phoenix 006, radial outbound, resume the silo for departure.
KK
TWA 5,
MBB.
verify that's the 006 radial.
Thanks for following.
Delta 209, northbound departure, ident.
I wonder if Carenado actually makes those 3D figures in the airplanes, the people, you know, the pilots. It'd be cool if they offered, like, for $10 more, you could send a
Delta
picture
209,
of your
not
head,
observed. Verify your identity,
and like,
or try
we'll
identity
make a
on your
3D figure of
PilotEdge
you in the
client,
airplane.
please.
I mean, I don't know if I really want that, but it would be kind of neat. It's an option. Probably wouldn't be too hard to do. It'd be more complicated if you also wanted, like, your body type. There we can see the river coming up here. And there's definitely like a valley over here. You can see how a river would be coming down. Hopefully that continues to be the case.
Delta 209, I'm not observing the ident. Are you on P3D or X-plane?
Let's get rid of that pointer.
Delta 209, roger. If you ident your aircraft, then it should work. I'm not sure why it doesn't work this time.
Mounts are cool.
United 589, roger.
I'm gonna take it up to 9,500 now, just so we can enjoy that view.
Eclipse 12, like descend and maintain 13,000, Albuquerque altimeter 3012.
Okay, so this is where the river's getting a little bit less prominent. So I guess we're like right in and around this area here. We should be able to
Eclipse
detect
0,
the road
traffic
as well.
9 o'clock, 3.5 miles southwestbound. is another eclipse set of flight level 220 for 13,000.
Yeah, so, and I don't have
Eclipse 0
overlays.
hotel runway traffic 9 o'clock, 4 miles
So we're
southwest
going
bound.
to be
Another eclipse set
relying
of flight level
solely
200
on
for
the
13,000.
depiction in the ortho scenery for the roads, which is actually a more realistic way of doing it. Hey, Liquor, how's it going? You know, a lot of people, every time I talk to somebody, they're like, dude, you got to start watching that show. And I think it's their final season, right? So I'm looking forward to binge watching that eventually.
Delta 20
but I've never watched it.
Contact now 15 miles northwest of the El Nido VOR, climb and maintain 17,000.
But I know it has quite a following. Hey, Meeper, what's going on?
Southwest direction TWA 590, contact the Albuquerque Center 128.45.
Now, how many episodes do they average on that show per season? Are they doing 13? Or are they doing even less than that? Yeah, binge watching will be good too, because I've heard it's relatively complex as far as following the storyline of people. So that'll help my
November 850
brain.
Bravo Lima Salt Lake Center.
Genuine one, thank you very much for following. 10 per season, alright. Wait, do you know any free games like that? Like this, in iOS.
Albuquerque Center, Roger,
I mean, if
maintain,
you
follow
search
190.
Flight Simulator in the search box, you'll come up with a few different options. And X-Plane does do an iOS version
Albuquerque Center, Roger.
that
Verify
they do actively
your assigned
update.
code.
So, I don't know how much they charge for the iOS. Man, it's going to be hard to follow this. Forget the river. I'm just following the road at this point. It's like a dirt road. Yeah, 10 per season.
Southwest 266,
so that's
Albuquerque clearance, clearance on
seems
request,
like
standby.
the norm. Leahy Liquor, thanks for following. I'm always complaining
TBM
about
0
that
Bravo
too,
include the Kilo Victor Golf Tango Airport, that's filed.
because
And
regular
squawk,
network TV is basically like a
5067.
24 episode season for the year, and somehow it's the cable company's like, nah, we'll do 13, and then it seems like that number's dropped, you know, like now it's like between 10 and 12, and then you gotta wait a full year until it does it again. Ugh.
November 721 Kilo Unit Farmington clearance, clearance on request, standby.
Well, like I said, that's why I suggested, Steve, that you do the search.
Roger.
I don't personally. Maybe somebody on chat does, though. So whoever, if anybody does know, feel free to chime in. I think I forgot to like set my power setting back. Yeah.
TBM 0 Bravo Lima, radar
We're getting some
contact, and
turbulence.
verify yours 17,500.
I don't myself.
TBM 0 Bravo Lima, Roger, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Is there some aspects in
United 589, again, verify your
Grand Theft Auto where you
squawk
do
code.
some kind of flying occasionally? I wonder if the iOS
United
version has a demo version like the desktop version. Do I normally haven't messed around too much with GA?
Okay, United 589,
Leahy, I do a mix. Like,
6214.
as of late, I was doing a lot of airliner flying for the past month or so.
Aircraft calling, say again.
But if you were to look at my actual like PilotEdge minutes, I definitely have more in
Aircraft calling, you were stopped on, say again.
GA than I do in airliner. Oh, it doesn't? I don't know. I thought I heard somebody saying that you can like fly a helicopter and do stuff with that, but
Eclipse 0 Hotel
Nicole
Romeo, connect
Oldenburg,
Delta,
thank
your
you for
approach now
following.
123.9er.
But either way, it's not like a flight simulator, I don't think. I can't imagine it being such. Alright, so I'm going to turn a slight turn to about 050 because this road is like
Eclipse 12,
zigzagging
expect
in
visual
here.
approach runway 8.
I'm basically following
descending
this
10,000.
right through there. And it does go along with what I had originally planned. A slight turn, and then eventually a turn to about 080. I'm not really holding much faith in
November
us finding
630 Hotel Romeo,
Weatherby.
Albuquerque approach, roger.
It's
Altimeter
a
3012.
non-paved airport, and those can be really difficult to spot. But we'll keep our eye open for it. Let's see. So yeah, let's turn. Like I got a little bit of a glimpse of the road down here and the river. But let's turn a little bit further. Another
Eclipse 2 Alpha
060,
Juliet, flying
so we
heading
can
250.
get off to the right of it and see a little bit better out our window. Steve, once again, like I'm not really well versed in the
Southwest
iOS
266.
games. Sorry.
Clear to the Las Vegas
But
Airport,
anybody
Largo
else
2
in chat
departure.
know any
Gallop
suggestions for
transition, then
Steve?
as filed.
Some good iOS
Maintain
games.
9,000, expect
Feel
follow
free to type them in.
3010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.4, squawk 5221.
Nailu, yeah. Oh, no kidding, really. That's cool. That's awesome. Is anybody streaming it? If they are, feel free to post
Southwest 266, redirect.
a link. Okay, whoa, let's check it out. Well, okay. It shouldn't be this easy to see. X-Plane laid down one of their grass strip textures, not even perfectly lined up with the real runway here, but yeah, so we are seeing.
Eclipse 0 Hotel Romeo, enter downwind runway 8.
So there it is. So now we have confirmation that we are passing what I think is Weatherby. I mean, we never know. It could be Atlanta. But at that point, the road's gonna turn
Eclipse
that way. We're not
1200,
gonna follow the
78,000.
road. We're gonna continue following the river, but that really ends in the hills. So at this point, we're gonna try to start looking for the
Eclipse Delta Juliet, thanks. Clear to approach runway 8 and turn at least a
Alturas
5 mile
Lake,
final.
Pettit Lake. I wonder if Andy Pettit owns it. And we'll just sort of cruise up there. And once we fly over the lake, we'll turn to heading at 340.
Eclipse to Alpha Juliet, turn at least 5 mile final so you can turn 5 or more.
So here's the road, right? And it's turning down, and I guess somewhere that way, wherever that thing's going. And then maybe that's the river. Yeah. Thanks for following. Okay, let's switch our fuel tanks. Oh boy. And I think that's the river in this particular one right here. So we're gonna follow this for like a minute.
Charlie Golf, Echo Kilo, and ground close on request, standby.
Yeah, there goes the road. So the road's going off that way, but we're not following it. Actually, wait, here's the river. Hold on, stand by. Let me just see something. Road goes, river comes
And United 589, forgot to
down
contact
a
you.
bit,
Radar
and
contact
then
now
up that
25
way.
miles southwest of the Winslow VOR, thanks.
Alright, I gotta take it up
TBM 0 Bravo, limit connect LA Center 124.85.
that way. So I'm gonna just follow this up a little bit. And then the idea is to turn to a heading of 045 degrees.
Eclipse
Eventually
0
to
Hotel Romeo, connect Albuquerque Tower
try
120.3.
to join up on that body of water, that lake. So what's my current heading now? 050. Oof. might have to come up another couple thousand.
Eclipse
Power Ben
630 with the runway
McGinnis,
altimeter
thank you
guitar,
very
roger,
much for following.
down with the call your base.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, Steve. Maybe there's some other genres on Twitch that, you know, cater to that. Unfortunately,
Challenger 721 Kilo Juliet, I was about to come back to you.
this
You're clear to
particular
the Kilo
channel
Sierra
doesn't seem to
Romeo
be
Romeo
giving you
Airport.
much
As
help on
filed,
that.
maintain 1000. Expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure.
We're gonna just kind of
Departure
follow this
frequency
valley.
125.35. Squawk 1704.
And then I'm gonna turn to my 045 heading. Damn, look at this. This is some jagged
Challenger 1
terrain.
Kilo Green deck, correct? Eclipse to Alpha Juliet Connect Tower.
Okay, let's try 045 right now. So this
Number 122 Alpha Juliet Connect Tower. Runway 8, clear blunt, wind 230 at 5.
So that river was supposed to go up into a hill and
traffic to follow
disappear.
is heading to your right. There's a Eclipse on final for runway 8.
And let's take it up. I do see some hint of water reflection out there. Of course, real life, we should be... Ooh, what's this?
Charlie Golf Echo Kilo Oscar, are you wanting to be VFR or IFR?
Kind of flew right over that.
Okay, Charlie Golf Echo Kilo Oscar, contact ground and require taxi there.
Of course, in real life, you would never want to be this close to the terrain. This would be really stupid. Our radar altimeter was just below 500 feet.
Charlie Golf Echo Kilo Oscar, see aircraft type and destination. Charlie Golf Echo Kilo Oscar, roger, runway 33, taxi via Alpha.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes down right here. If you stare at this. So, right about 1,000 feet there. Alright, so we have some bodies of water up here.
Eclipse 0 Hotel Romeo, wind 30 at 5,
Turn
runway 8, clear
toward
the line.
that. And let's have a quick look at the chart. We don't really have much time to look at it. These like, I mean, we might be seeing like these, and these are like the real high points here. So that body of water that we want is probably could be to the right, but either way, we need to turn to the left to go that way.
Eclipse to Alpha Juliet, turn left when able, Alpha to parking, remaining frequency.
And
Actually, Eclipse to Alpha Juliet, right when able, you're going to the General V, aren't you?
we'll sort of thread that needle right there.
Yeah, to Alpha Juliet, enable no delay though, traffic 1 mile final, and then echo to the ramp, cross runway 12.
Ooh, look at that, look at that. That's our body of water, right?
Eclipse to Alpha Juliet, taxi to the ramp via echo, echo 1, cross runway 12.
So I have this body of water, I have another one out there.
Delta
See, our
209,
speed
call
is still
approach
good.
17.4.
We have that body of water. Alright, so this is like where we wanted to be. So I think we nailed that pretty well. So then at that point, we were going to then turn to a heading of 340. So we're a little late on the turn. I wanted to climb a little bit because that is some high peaks. So let's go up that way. Alright.
Delta 209, call approach,
So
roger,
we're going to
Sacramento
go
altimeter
to
2970.
heading. For the time being. Let's just keep it going at 10.5. Hugito 597, thanks for following.
November 721, Juliet Farmington Ground on a 5, taxi via Bravo.
These some cool peaks. I've never flown over here at this altitude.
Eclipse 0, turn right on Echo 7, Echo to parking, cross running 12.
It was fun, like, you know, when you're into airliner flying and you fly over this terrain, it looks really cool. Then you do it from a different altitude, same path. It just
Eclipse
totally
0,
different look to
Rob,
it.
you're going to the same parking, then you can follow him.
Let's turn down that way. That is a cool looking valley, huh? Hey, Jet Trailer, how's it going? Thanks for following. Okay, so we're gonna shoot down that way at a heading of about 290-300 and this is 340. I have a feeling I have to adjust something here. Let's go. Okay, hold on. Yeah, that to go down this way, I'm gonna definitely have to turn to a heading of. Let's try 330 actually.
November 721, Kilo Juliet Farmington Tower, runway 5, clear for takeoff, wind 030 at 12, gust 19er.
Backwoods Dirty, how's it going, man? Thanks for following.
Charlie Golf Echo Kilo Oscar, ready for departure. You don't need to call up ground, just switch to tower on your own.
Alright, so what's going on now is I'm basically just trying to fly this way. You know what I'm not seeing is this road. I have a feeling, I don't know if we're still like maybe in this area. Maybe I saw these and
Challenger 1
thought I
Kilo
was over
Juliet,
here.
your
know.
clearance was as filed, so you can, if you have visual separation from the terrain or you can maintain visual separation, then you can just proceed on course on your own, otherwise you can follow the departure procedure.
I'm gonna ride this ridge here. Let's head over that way, because once over here I can decide, oh, I'll come back over here or I'll continue over there. Doug Max DG, thanks for following.
Charlie Golf Echo Kilo Oscar Aspen Tower, proceed on course, runway 33
The other
and
clue
Alpha
that's
7,
taking
cleared
me
for
further
takeoff.
to the right now, that making the decision to go check that out, is if you look over here, it's like a wider area of an altitude drop.
Charlie Golf Echo Kilo Oscar, wind check
So
130
all the
at
peaks
10,
here are
gust
pretty
19er.
jammed close together, but once you get over here, it's spread out a little bit. And kind of looks like on the other side, things are spread out a little bit, like there's a bigger valley. I think that's where we want to be. Mountain peaks, I find to be quite
Delta
challenging
209er, contact
as landmarks
Oakland Center
because there's so many
127.995.
peaks. And when we say, well, that's the, you got to look for the tallest one. Well, they all look pretty damn close to each other. Especially from a distance, so it's a cool challenge. And I think we're on a better track now. Zemi 96, thanks for following.
Delta 209 Oakland Center, roger. Advise you have the South Lake Tahoe weather and say approach request.
I see what looks like a development
Challenger 1
out
Kilo
there.
Juliet, Denver Center.
Let's just turn for now to heading of 020. So if those are buildings, and that's a road, and
November 721 Kilo Juliet, Denver Center, roger. Radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 330.
just gonna dip the wing a little bit.
Delta
There's bodies of
209 at the
water out
south
there.
discretion, maintain 13,000.
Hey Riley, Xbox gamer.
Delta 209 at pulse discretion, maintain
Follow.
13,000.
So I got a pretty. Okay, let's see if we can identify what that town is. That town. Ranch. Got the road. Cabins. I don't see a name of a town. But hopefully if we parallel the road, if we choose to do that, hopefully it's going to take us on heading of about 340. If not, then I'm going to start feeling pretty lost. But look, this might be cabins. Cabins down here, stuff like that, you know. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn to 340. There's a little airport. See this? I hate it when these X-plane grass strips show up because in real life that'd be hard to see. So, Smiley Creek, but I didn't see this body of water. I don't know. All right, so 340. The road is turning up that way at about 33320. So if we were on this side,
Delta 120 altitude clearance,
330.
loud and clear.
Let's just see how this goes.
United 589 approved.
Feeling a little lost. Ace Dizen, how's it going? So this is basically X-Plane Flight Simulator. And
Delta 209 or 13,000 is the lowest that can get you in that area. I'm not sure if
it's
that's
not so
low enough
much
for
like
the
a
visual.
game where you keep score, or
Roger, that works, thanks.
it's not a I mean, it does have military aircraft, but like no missions or anything like that. So the idea is just to hop into an airplane and you decide like how realistically you want to simulate a flight, and it's amazing how far you can take it basically. JSnap, thank you very much for the host. Very much. Thanks a lot, buddy. Welcome, JSnap viewers. Hopefully you guys learned something about Val Snorb. I know that JSnap was plugging away at it. I checked in a few times. And we're trying to find our way to an airport called Flying Joseph. But I'm feeling a little lost at the moment. And I'm intentionally not using any GPS or anything like that, so we'll see how this works out.
Challenger 108, connect Albuquerque Center,
PilotEdge.
120.55.
Thanks for following. Hey, dang driver, how you doing? Just enjoy a little flyby.
November
Fred Riley,
721
how's it
Kilo
going?
Juliet
Thanks for
Albuquerque
following.
Center, roger.
Actually, let me check something
Aircraft calling
else.
Albuquerque clearance, say again.
on here. So I spotted this road, but I didn't really see the body of the water
Delta
here.
120 clears on request standby.
I'm hoping that this road turns to the left and then to the right. And maybe we'll see a river and a fish, redfish lake. I am encouraged that I'm seeing this road turn to the left here. Hopefully it's going to follow to the right around there. Let's see. Ah, okay. Gotcha, J-Snap. So it's like anything else, right? Learning the hard way that you gotta dive in deeper. If I just
Delta 209 Roger,
sorry about that.
received.
Thank you for following.
Squawk and maintain VFR.
Day driver, doing good.
Radar
Yeah, had a
7,
good weekend overall.
frequency change approved.
So I can't complain there. And wrapping it up with some cool flights. Alright, so here's our
Delta
road.
120 clear to the Las Vegas Port, Largo 2 departure.
But it's turning to
Gallo,
the left.
transition, then as
And
found.
then coming up that way, and then hopefully coming
Maintain
around.
9,000. Expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure.
Basically, that
Departure
would maybe
frequency
agree with this. And maybe the reason why we're not seeing
correction,
Redfish Lake
Squawk
is that it's on the other side of this
6176.
hill. So maybe when we make this turn, hopefully we'll see it off to the left, but I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't
Delta
know.
120, read back correct.
Mouse snark. Oh, Maverick, it's a tool that allows you to do further adjustments in X-Plane. And one of the things that inspired it was just the fact that X-Plane 11 was giving us this like really crazy amount of haze. Let's see, which way am I turning? And that's just not right.
Challenge.
Let me check something here. Hold on.
Made it at 589, Roger. Challenger 1 kilo, if that was you calling, you did not miss a call.
Imagine if I somehow ended up all the way over here. And I was following them. Shit. Damn, now I'm really disoriented. Okay,
Delta
so
120, you can expect ground 26 for departure.
That road's going all the way back to the south again, and I don't want to do that. Alright. So we're heading like 220.
Southwest 266, Alpha kick ground on a 26 to exit the Alpha.
So my prop RPMs accidentally. Let's reset our
And I had
timer.
another call up there to say again.
Okay. Oh yeah, mock crit. Yeah,
Challenger 1
this-
kilo, Juliet approved, requested advice back on frequency.
we're entering Lost Realm, but that's okay. We'll find ourselves. We'll find ourselves, or we will run out of fuel doing so. That's the mission. No GPS, no PilotEdge map, no hints. You guys can watch me if you want on the PilotEdge map, map.pilotedge.net, but just don't type any hints. Okay. So, like, ultimately what I wanted to be able to do is come up this road, turn that way, and end up going 070. But that didn't work out that way. I'm, like, on the wrong road. So I'm basically turning around. And I'm going to jump on this road for a little bit. Andy, what else? How's it going? Thanks for following. So this road like heads 0, like 040 before turning to heading at like 180. I'm like starting to just look at this, you know, I'm like, am I on this? Maybe it's this. I don't think so.
Delta 120, you're off the ground running 26 to exit V Alpha.
Yeah, it's pretty good advice.
Challenger 1 Kilo
actually,
Juliet, roger.
Alright, so the road's kind of coming up. I'm going almost north. And then it goes back down that way, right? So that road there. And then this goes like almost north. Comes around, goes back down. There's a river. And well, it looks like, I don't know, a bridge, but
Challenger 1 Kilo Juliet, clear direct chorus.
I don't see anything resembling what looks. I mean, maybe that is a river. Yeah, there's like, this terrain's too high to match what I am seeing there. I felt pretty confident leading up to this point. That's the problem. And then Adrian Trunco, thank you very much for following.
United 589,
It's like,
Denver
yeah,
Center,
we
18.57.
we nailed that one area, and then we didn't nail anything. Alright. So, let me go have a look. See how are we doing on fuel? We're doing fine. Alright. What you're gonna do?
United 589, Denver Center, roger.
Come back over here. Alright. Just gotta, like, investigate. It's basically like a 10-minute detour. Not a big deal. We can enjoy some... I might do that next. Might do that next mock crit. Let's just see. I'm being stubborn at the same time. Which you can get away with in simulation, obviously. Okay, so we're just going to cruise down this road a little bit.
Mako 428 Phoenix clearance. Clear to the El Paso Airport to Catman 5 departure. Phase, transition then asphalt. Climb via SIDX maintain 5000. Departure frequency 119.2, squawk 6210. Mako 428 redirect. Southwest 266 for Cricket Tower, wind 230 at 5, fly heading 260, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
Let's check out this road a little bit. And there was a town over here. I want to like identify what that is.
TWA 590, connect Denver Center 118.57. So we have like a little bit of street action over here. So street patterns, but not much. TWA 590 Denver Center, roger.
I'm interested in this. See water there. Nothing, no ski areas. Sometimes they're on the chart. We have this, so we're gonna go right here and check this out.
Southwest 266, connect departure.
So we got a little town and little bodies of water. Right? Let me check something else. Hold on. Wait.
Southwest 266, Albuquerque departure, radar contact. Proceed direct, gallop, resume on navigation, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Alright, I think I know where I am. Alright, hold on. So, fish hatchery with a little extended body of water right there. Road coming around, right? Maybe, hold on. Not sure yet. But, if you look over here, you got this long body of water and a little body of water right there. And then, it says cabins.
Delta 120, Albuquerque Tower, wind just shifted, wind 100 at 17, gust 22. Runway 26,
I
fighting
ended up
260, clear for
much
takeoff.
further north than I thought, because look, the road does go around that hillside there, but why isn't... Alright, that might be that airport. Autopilot's pissed at me for doing that. So,
Delta 224, San Francisco clearance, clearance on request, standby.
that's the fish hatchery. Alright, cool. That's the fish hatchery. This is Redfish Lake over here. Hey, True Flight, what's going on, man? We're trying to unlost ourselves here. So here's the fish hatchery. Redfish Lake. It's a dock, People are hanging out swimming. And then the idea is that we would follow that around and around the hill. So I'm going to turn around in a second.
Delta 224, clear to the Las Vegas airport.
Oh, yeah, no
Stick
kidding.
3
Yeah.
departure, Intel transition, then asphalt.
Well,
Climb via SID, accept maintain 10,000.
I'm sure that was a little more
Squawk 5365.
nerve-wracking on an actual check ride. Let's see. King of Costa Rica, thanks for following. Alright, cool.
Delta
So
224,
let's
is that
do a
correct?
little turnaround right now. And BRKBDR, thank you for following. Let's enjoy a little flyby.
November 721, Kilo Juliet, descend and
So
maintain
we're
flight
gonna go
level
up this way.
240. Delta 120, connect departure.
Alright. So that was interesting. Hold on. Once we get confirmed around this hill, which I'm now
Delta 120,
90%
opportunity departure, radar
confident.
contact, proceed direct, gallop,
Right,
resume
so
navigation, climb and maintain
Redfish
flight level
Lake.
200.
Here. Fish hatchery. Road coming around the high elevation and maybe coming around that way. But then does it continue to branch off to the left? I believe it does. So let's just turn a little bit more. So looking up here. Here is the fish hatchery, Redfish Lake, coming around. This made me think of a solid paved runway, but yet the X-plane runway looks like a grass strip there. It's going to turn to the right, but then there's a road going up that way, and I was basically like all lost up in here. Like, all right, where do I go? You know, and I was all confused. And then when I was like in this, see, this is the road that kind of came back down and was heading back south. Remember? All right. So.
Southwest
Let me
266,
just go a
Copper
little bit
Center
to the left,
124.32.
so we can look out our right window here. And so yeah, here's the airport that has a grass strip, an X-plane depicted on here, but really I think should be, I don't know, maybe it's mismarked on the chart. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to follow this around to the right. Because now at this point, we should be following a road that's going to take us on heading of about 070. So for me to follow that road off that way, looks like about 070. Let's give that a shot. But what
Southwest 266, Albuquerque Center, roger, climb and maintain flight level 380.
Another thing that's interesting too is look how wide that road is. And this road is notable enough, but yet on the chart, and the river's following it. But on the chart, this road takes on a thinner line weight. Anyway, I think we're good though because this road
November
has
721,
no river.
Juliet, contact Albuquerque Center 124.32.
This one has a river right along the edge of it. See that blue line? So that's the Salmon River out over here. So here's the road. And the
November
Salmon
721,
River
Kilo,
river.
Albuquerque
So we
Center,
gotta
roger,
keep
descend at
following.
pilot's discretion, maintain 16,000, 16,000.
Alright.
Advise when you've got the weather and when able to say approach request.
Whew. Feeling the pressure. still doing well in fuel. 3 minutes to tank switch. All right, yeah. I will definitely check that. Yeah, that's cool. You know where I'll see it too is on
Delta
the.
120 contact Albuquerque Center.
I don't know if you were earlier
124.32.
when I submitted the other PilotEdge flight we did earlier, the FB Challenge flight that I submitted, but that page also shows your full flight from beginning to end. So I'll see it on there too. So. But I'll check them both out.
Delta 120 correct, I'm sorry, Delta 120 Albuquerque Center, roger, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Okay, so we're going to turn down this, basically continuing down this valley. So to do that, we're going to turn to a heading of about 070 now. Okay, and then while we're making
1 kilo
that
to the rapid,
turn,
expect a visual for edge to the Sierra Blanca Airport.
got nervous for a second. I thought the computer's about to go. We're going to come up on Clayton, a couple ranch building Clayton. A fairly sharp, significant peak called Bald Mountain. And then hopefully we'll follow an obvious road with the river, although they both have rivers following the roads. So we're going to go up that way. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't rip. Did I rip? Can you guys see me? It's a black screen on my end.
Located 428 Phoenix ground, runway 25 right, taxi at Delta 6 Echo.
Like, if you guys are typing, I can't even see anything right now because I'm reloading the page. Oh, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just got it back on. My old iMac is eventually the Wi-Fi radio is going to die. You can tell. Once in a while, I gotta like shut off the Wi-Fi radio and turn it back on. Alright, so
Challenger 1 kilo delay, descend at pilot's discretion,
Oops.
maintain a 15,000.
let's go pull this up in a new app. So we have it ahead of time. What, they don't even have an airport facility directory page on this thing. Oh boy. That's how obscure it is. Well, it's a private airport, that's why. So, okay. Switching our time. Whoops. Maybe I should tilt my head down. Check out the river meandering that's going on over there. Robert Windows, how's it going, man? Thanks for following. You want to play Crash Test Ace? Okay. It'll be the ban button crashing into your username. How's that? So no, we're not going to do crash tests. The only crash you'll see on here is real. Which, if you stay tuned in, could happen. I don't know how often you frequent flight sim streams, but usually at least to a band. So if you're mildly interested, I hope you don't test that. But if you're bored and you want to try to get a rise out of us by getting banned, you won't get the rise, but you'll just get banned. So that's kind of how it works. But welcome anyway. Alright, so we're in this like little town over here. The turn, when we make it, we're going to be in.
Challenger 1 Kilo Juliet advised to your bunker report in sight. 12 o'clock, 20 miles.
That. See, there's a road going up that way. And then we gotta keep going here. Alright, mental note. Potentially could be a turn, but I don't think so. No, it's there. It's there. It's just there was no airport facility directory page for it. But then I realized it was a private airport, so that's why. The heading will be 009.
Challenger 1 Kilo Juliet, Roger, cleared
left.
visual approach to your Blanc Airport. No traffic observed between you and the field. Report cancellation of IFR
I have
in
a
the air
feeling
or
our
on the
turn is
ground.
coming up over here.
Change to advisory frequency approved.
I do see a potential road going down to the right, which
Challenger 1 Kilo Juliet,
supposed to
IFR
be.
cancellation received. Squawk and maintain VFR frequency change approved. You there?
Wait, Nalu, I don't understand. Excuse me. Wait, I don't understand the question. I'm doing PilotEdge Alphabet Challenge and I'm only at 0? What do you mean? Alright, so yeah, it looks like we have a river, maybe a road, some nice lush greenery by the water over there. I'm just trying to get to a point where I can see down so I can see the intersection, but I'm going to be making this left. 009 is my plotted course, and that
Looking
is
428, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff,
basically
wind 300
going
at
down.
10.
So let's turn that 009. Basically 010. Yeah, this is some good photo in this area. It's amazing how some of the textures just have that pop to it compared to other regions. Oh, so sometimes it's based on 0, and sometimes it's based on number, and sometimes it's based on number or let me say that again. Sometimes it's based on the identifier, and sometimes it's based on the name of the airport. So we left from we went from the Dalles to Caldwell, and then from Caldwell. I'll pull up the identifiers. You'll see it in a minute. It'll make sense. I can't think right now because I'm navigating. Sort of. Alright, so now we're heading up approximately... If I forget your question, though, please ask it again at the end. So we're heading like, 010 for about 13 miles. We should see this town. And if I wanted to, I could just shoot straight across at about 080. If I wasn't feeling confident about that, I could... Let's just check World VFR. Like, come up here and then turn down this river. But I might give the 080 a shot at the intersection.
Locate 428, contact Phoenix departure.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Yeah, there's like a certain criteria that they followed in the original, and then when I set up the alphabet challenge for the expansion, I followed the same criteria.
Locate 428, Phoenix departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 210.
$290. What's going on, man? Thanks for following. Starman, yeah, for sure. You know, you'd be surprised, right? Sometimes you look at the chart and you can't tell. I mean, quite often I like to just try to be smooth. What's going on? Thanks for following. I like to fly over mountainous areas and stuff like that because it's just more dynamic and really neat looking. Check out like how
Delta
3D
120
these
amend
trees look
altitude,
like in the
maintain
photo.
level 320.
But then you fly over an area that you have no idea what to expect, and it will surprise you. Sometimes like some of the flat areas can look really nice too. So hey Max, what's going on, man? How's it going? Just doing an alphabet challenge flight over some scenery here. I was pretty lost before. I don't know if you got to see that earlier, about 15 minutes ago. Nassim, thanks for following. Alright, so here's a town out there. Like a pretty, like a city area, and I do see an airport. Alright, so what I'll show you is this. This is the town of Chalice Airport. And you see how we're coming up this way. So you can see like right down the runway. So you have all that pavement lined up in your line of sight that lets you see it better. And that's why I'm able to see it. Now, I'm calling it officially spotted, so I'll zoom in on it for you guys, because I know sometimes on a smaller monitor it might be hard to see, but there it is. That's the airport, Chalice, in the town of Chalice. Normally I don't really do that much, but I have the luxury of a 40-inch monitor, so what we're going to do is the road that we're following up is going to either continue into Chalice and the river here, and a road does go down over this way, and at that point it's going to turn 080. So we're going to give that a shot. You doing some flying tonight, Max? See how the road is intersecting here, and then going down and up. So we're going to turn, as advertised, 078. Actually, in this case, 080. That should point us roughly at a 9,600 and some odd foot peak. So we'll put up just after 080. I'll enjoy a little flyby action. And then the distance that will fly is only 18 miles. And we know we went too far if we run into this 11,000 foot mountain and suddenly stop. Okay, so those I think are the 11,000 foot peaks out here. That's our 9,000 foot range, I guess. G-Force, what's going on, man? Thanks for following. So we're going to sort of just come right across here. The elevation. Fly Joseph is 5,600. It's after a road and the Pasimero River. So, sorry if I insult anybody with that horrible pronunciation. So 5,600, so we'll figure 6,600 for pattern altitude. Let's see. So our current track, or current heading, and our direct track is almost equal. 079. Donna Philippe Flinch, thank you very much for following. And this is basically like 07900, so there's really no crosswind hitting us. Zizar 88. So I guess you could say I did use the GPS utilization there just a touch. Reptile Rick with the hosted 32 viewers. Hey guys, thanks a lot, man. Thank you very much, Reptile Rick, for hosting, and welcome. We're coming up on Flying Joseph Airport. At least we're hoping to. I'm going to start a descent now. Let's get it down to at least 7,500. King Blue, thank you very much for following. Yeah, sure, thanks.
Southwest 266, contact Albuquerque Center 128.45.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Okay, so...
Southwest 266.
We're pulling the power back to about 18 inches. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to look at that in a few minutes.
Moku, Ford to contact Albuquerque Center 128.45. Southwest 260, Albuquerque Center, roger.
That might be the airport right there.
Moku for 28, Albuquerque Center, roger. Moku for 28, roger. Yeah, just advise any deviations.
No. I'm not totally sure that's the airport, but... if I land at the wrong airport...
TWA 590, turn 30 degrees left. That'll be vectors for same direction traffic.
I go to
slower.
submit the challenge and it says, sorry. But you didn't. Then I know it's the wrong airport.
The TWA 590 is verify the redact, turn 30 degrees left, 30 degrees left.
I think we're still at Salt Lake Center.
Yoga 428, missions right of course approved. When able, proceed direct phase, resume on navigation.
Yes. Alright, we can verify though. There's nothing illegal verifying with our Salt Lake Center. Salt Lake Center, Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo believes we have Flying Joseph in sight. Whether or not he can see that on the scope or not, I don't know. I was flight following.
November 576 Tango Bravo, roger radar, service terminated, squawk maintained VFR, frequency change approved.
Okay, squawk VFR, frequency change approved, 576 Tango Bravo, thanks.
TWA 590 for the same direction traffic, recommend flight level 210 if you'd like to go up there or 17,000. TWA 590, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Alright. And there was no frequency for them, I don't think. No. So we'll just stay with the... They're still pretty high. I'll treat it. There's like this little lake right there. Can't really confirm that. With that, but... There's supposed to be a river running by it. And this is like a total riverbed. See how it's like all sort of all the shrubbery is sort of growing around the moisture around here.
TWA 590, proceed, correction. The flight present heading, when able, proceed direct to Falcon, VOR, Foxtrot, Quebec, Foxtrot, and resume on navigation.
29er.
Delta 120, contact Albuquerque Center 128.45.
Rick, Doug Games. So, yeah, my Flying Joseph didn't work for me. In other words, the update is not really working for X-Plane 10. I know Goldie went through the trouble to lay out all these airports, but I have a feeling it's in X-Plane 11. I think I had the same thing with Mini-Webs' airports. I gotta ask those guys. But, alright.
Delta 120, Albert. Roger.
Young Jawap. What's good? Well, we're almost to our destination, so that's good. Alright, let's not like fly too far past it and then get lost. Got some like missing black tile texture things here. Tile texture things. Is that like, you know, an official term for tile textures? I'm having barbecue wings with fries with wedges. That's cool. Sounds tasty. Yeah, I was at a good barbecue yesterday. Hey, nerdsy. Look at that. You start talking about food, you pulled nerds right out of alert mode. There's the airport. Oh, no. 50. You know what? Let me just get off autopilot. Okay. I'm just gonna like... It's not going to be the most orthodox approach, guys. Sorry. Between that runway being all cockeyed and whatever. We're practicing steep turns. Oh, Johnson Firefox. How's it going, Fish Phone? I'll tell you. Flying Joseph Airport. But I'll get to get that information. Just a couple of triangles, looks like. One of the 5,700,000 triangles or whatever that made up this tile. Alright, so their runway runs like 29 or 30. It looked like it was painted very nicely into the texture, but X-Plane didn't line up with it at all, so let's see what we're going to end up doing here. Where's the damn airport? There it is. Looks like I had him about 7. Let's drop a landing gear. Watch flaps. I feel like there's like a big downslope.
TWA 590 by altitude. I'm showing you climbing through 224, last assigned 210.
Sarah, thanks for following. Just take it all the way to the end in hopes that it'll register appropriately. There's the real life runway and the photo texture right there. The download link for Ortho4XP, you go on the org, explain.org forums, and basically it has its own subforum, Ortho4, under like scenery projects maybe. Like just scroll on down, it says Ortho4XP, and then in that first post there's a link to his Dropbox, which is down. Oh, I guess I could have been nice enough and got the hell off the runway, huh? Dustin, I think it was, that just filed. Thank you very much for following. Alright, I already brought my flaps up. Let me just pull off to the corner. Here. Alright, let's see if it worked. The moment of truth, guys. Did we land at the right airport? Ah, there it is. Wait, hold on. Does it say it's completed? Arrived. Alright, now we can see where I got lost. So check this out. Yeah. Oh, whoops. This is like the... Yeah, so here, we'll review. Well, before I forget though, hold on, let me just submit the flight. Copy. PilotEdge. Submit. Paste. Alright, number 5 in the books. Alright, so, yeah. So, you remember when I was, like, all cocky for a minute? I was like, alright, we nailed the water, blah, blah, blah. Well, I thought these little bodies of water was, like, what I needed over here, these 3. So then I made the turn, and I found a road.
Advise when you are directed phase deviations approved.
And then at one point, I was like, okay, let's come up over here. And then we found this big road, which I thought was this. This is where I was supposed to come out. If we look at the original flight plan back here, the plan was, you know, come up the hills. Then once we lose the river, just shoot over at 045 and find...
Attention aircraft, hazardous weather information, conduct a segment 2 west for Arizona, Utah, and Nevada concerning an area of severe thunderstorms, tops above flight level 450. Additionally, 5 west for Arizona concerning an area of thunderstorms, tops to flight level 400. 1 west for New Mexico concerning an area of thunderstorms, tops above flight level 450. All 3 are outbound until 0255. Further information available from HIWAS or flight service frequency.
Yeah, nerds, it was... Oh, nice. Nightmare, once you get it going, man. Welcome to your new addiction, basically. So, it's, once you get it going, it's awesome. And then you could, and you fly G8 quite a bit. In
Delta 120, climb and maintain
probably enjoy some VFR flying. But, yeah, so I ended up right in these bodies of water, you know. So I thought I was here, but I was here, and then I went up that way. And I guess I followed this road, which then I started going
Southwest 266, contact LA
back over and down at one point. And, oh, no, wait, hold on, let's look again. This is what happened. Yeah, so I went up this way. And then when I did finally find this road, or what I thought was that road, but it was up here, now I'm like, wait a minute, here's the main road, but, like, where's the lake? Where's those damn fish? There's no fish going on over here. And then I was like, oh, man, that's going back to the south. That doesn't make any sense. We went back and forth. At one point, I considered going further up that way. Hey, Jeeper Roasted. Thanks for following. So it's kind of interesting in your head. What happens is you're thinking, like, at one moment, when I came across here, I had seen the town out there. I even said at one point, like, hey, there's a town out there. And I looked on the chart and I didn't see it because I was looking in the wrong area. Because I thought I was in a different spot. So at this point, when I was debating, all right, do I continue north to try and find something? It was, believe it or not, it sounds stupid, but it's actually kind of hard in your head to decide, let me turn back and fly like 20 minutes, 10 or 20 minutes out of my way to try to confirm. At least it sounds like it should be like, oh, that just makes total sense. I mean, the reality is, you know, if we were doing this in real life, we'd be pulling up the GPS information and using all the tools we have. But that was kind of the fun of the challenge, is not using it. So coming on down here, and then when I got down here, we caught a glimpse of the lake. I saw this and this, like the tip of the lake and this, because at this point, this ridge was still blocking most of this. Couldn't see it from that line of sight. In fact, Mock Crit made a good call earlier. He said, are you opposed to climbing higher to get a better vantage point? So I probably would have seen that a little bit sooner. And I was like, maybe. You know, I'm being stubborn. But once we saw this, boom. Felt good. You know, confirmed, turned around, came across. And then everything else went pretty well as planned. So, yeah. Anyway, it's a blast. To anybody that's in stream that doesn't have photoreal scenery that, you know, thought this was mildly entertaining, it's definitely worth checking out. So, I think paying more attention to your compass would have prevented you from going north. Let me think about that one for a minute. Think about that one. Let's see. If at what point?
Okay, 428, check Albuquerque Center 124.32.
Like, I would say that some of the things that can you fly an Airbus? Zappy, I don't fly Airbus.
Albuquerque Center, Roger.
I fly Boeings, but I'm not going to fly one right now, unfortunately. But I don't know if you follow it or not, but I do airliners. So if you see me on again, definitely I might be flying an airliner. So when I was like, some of the clues I was realizing that something felt wrong was when I ended up further up here, joined up on the road over here, but I thought I was down here. So as I was flying up this road, I knew I was supposed to go about 340 to stay on this road, and the road was really wanting to take me more like a 320, and I started feeling not so warm and fuzzy at that point. Then I was up here, but I didn't know I was up here. I was thinking like, okay, maybe I'm somewhere off on one side or the other. So if I like go, oh, you know what I thought where I was, Nersy? When I was stuck up here, and the road was coming up and around and down again, I thought maybe I was somewhere down here misinterpreting something. So I was like, maybe if I go further north, I'll run into some of this stuff. You know what I mean? So, but if you rewind the VOD at one point, you'll definitely see what was, you know, like what I was looking at and everything. Yeah, no, it's okay. Where's the, I think the 90-degree turn discrepancy versus your charted path. Yeah.
Located at 428 Albuquerque Center, Roger.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a blast. I don't know. It's fun stuff. Fun stuff. Alright guys, well listen, that being said, I'm going to shut it down for the evening. So thanks a lot for hanging out, participating, not giving me any hints. And hope you guys enjoy the trip. And I will see you all next time. So, not sure when my next stream will be, but whenever. So take it easy, guys, and see you later.